This is really the demonstration that I'm really super quick. I want to actually show you any random sentence that I might actually see. Listen to the Le Monde Diplomatique, the selection of articles of the month, led by the comedians, actors, online, downloadable as a podcast. Huh. That also, adds to the stagnation of the workers who normally receives a regular income. One of the major effects of this explosion of the number of workers precariously hanging on to their jobs, which normally represent later 40 percentile of workers as wage earners. According to the economic journal Nikkei, this hourly remuneration in the private sector has tobaccoed to 9% between 1987 and 2007. The companies do not really want to stop that. The model of the work and the employment is vowed to disappear. Definitely that is sworn to make its retreat. In the near future, all the world would work in a temporary way by having a very precise mission, just like the gig economy. That's interesting. Let me actually show you. That that right of a free gratuitous care truly hurt this precarious and a pecuniary reality equally for those in the health sectors who professes health and medicine. Turkish doctors also conduct their own surgery to take care of the Syrian patients. Mr. Hakan Bejin explains, responsible for MDM in Turkey, not by racism, but because of the patients are such a time consumers. They are actually completely cut off by the linguistic barriers as well as a pathological complication, sometimes connected to the wounds left over or endured during the war. They never had any access to the hospital, so it's basically a time consumer who would actually demand the physical fatigue and the mental anguish. Not just actually, the refugees who actually, got caught in the shelter, they would actually suffer from this. I don't mind. It's really easy. No, I don't like to do it much, harder. No, that's not true. Let me actually show you. Because I can actually read something really fast. I don't need to work hard on it. It's never been something that I have to work really hard. Let me show you. I don't need to. The burnout, no. Fast money. I don't really need anything. No, I'm not lying. I definitely actually read, something in French much faster. I just really need it. No, I don't really need to. I really read something in French faster. At the table, Jean Cocteau. I don't really read it. Today, Julie invites us at the table of prince of poets. And the location called the Milly-la-Forêt. This is really the city in Milly-la-Forêt, at the heart of the park of Guétinay, between the forests of Lambuet and the forests of Fontainebleau. This is really the beautiful village that actually, has taken up by Jean Cocteau, writer, poet, illustrator, and a movie director, who actually, at the time started to settle down in the region with his partner Jean-Marie after the immense success from his film The Beauty and the Beast. However, Jean Cocteau was such a Epicurean gourmand. He was a gourmet. There is a distinction between gourmand and a gourmet. Gourmand is really the person who normally eats a large sum of food, and gourmet is more like Epicurean, who just really likes to have gastronomically refined taste. I just really don't need to think twice about it. It's very easy. No. Let me actually finish it up really quickly. No, I don't need to. I feel really bad. No, it's not really new. I don't really need to.
Donc un 8 mai.
No. The ceremony in commemoration of the victory of 1945 against Nazism has taken place Friday. In the particular circumstances in Paris because of the pandemic crisis at its full-blown level, so with no public or no audience or gallery, while keeping a firm respect for physical distancing and social distancing. I don't really need to think about it. I'm actually faster than other people. I can be much faster. In Ukraine, 18% of the COVID-19 cases are about the medical workers. In fact, the severe paucity of capital to afford masks or protection gears and materials somehow heavily attack the system of public health. After the revolution of Maidan, the country was completely assassinated by ill-fated system concerning the purchase of materials. However, according to the activists and the journalists working in the investigation, the members of the Ministry of Health and the medical industry truly gained enormous profit from the pandemic crisis by resorting to corruption, by fattening up their own wallets. This, commands blocked, and there are calls for fraudulent offers and retarded commissions, investigations, and lack of transparency. I don't really need to think about it. I'm faster than you. Edward Philip confirms the debut of the desegregation progressive gradually starting from May 11th. I don't really need to. No, I don't really read it. The desegregation that will take place in a progressive and a gradual manner with a differentiation for local cities and locations in France, noticeably in Mayonnaise and Ile-de-France. There will be no immediate change. This is what has been just announced by the Prime Minister Edouard Philippe Thursday at 4 p.m. from Matignon. You can actually watch it again to see what he has actually said, as well as the intervention that has been published on our live blog. I don't really need to think about anything. It's really easy.
Le virus, Edouard Philippe.
No, I'm actually really fast. The Prime Minister Edouard Philippe and more members of the government have presented on Thursday, May 6th at 4 p.m. from Matignon the modalities and the modules that should be followed after May 11th. For different reasons, Ile-de-France, Hauts-de-France, and Grand Est, and the Bourgogne-Franche-Comté, and also the Department of Mayotte have been classified as red zones in the map, which should still be bound by the strict social distancing and regulations that has been announced by the Minister of the Public Health, Olivier Véran. I don't need to. Eine Welt eingespürt. France 24 behinderte aus Senegal von Senegal zu Japan. I don't really need to. Wir haben gar nicht eine Strategie der Herdenimmunität. Schwedischer Finanzminister sagte, dass es zur 24 französische Regierung veröffentlichte und offenbarte letztliche Ausgangssperrungslockerungen zu vereinfachen Corona-Pandemie-Maßnahmen und zu lockern Corona-Pandemie-Maßnahmen. Macron sagte, dass Frankreichs Covid-19 Ausgangssperrung zu dauern bis zum 11. Mai. Ganz einfach. I'm really, especially the Brazil thing, war is the breakdown of one's own economy. Yeah. What am I missing? When Donald Trump suggested the injection of spear, trying to actually have a vaccination but throwing it off. I'm not lying. 나 죽었어, 니. Joining me now. Whoa, what do you want me to do? It's really English. Obwohl Mustafa al-Kashimi immer noch sie verhandelt hatte zu haben, eine neue Kabinett voll genehmigte bei irakischer Irakisches Parlament, diese neue Regierung könnten vielleicht unfähige werden, zu mildern diese Unruhe im Lande. Also Iraker haben gar nichts beeindruckt geworden als eine sehr wütende und zornige Proteste bei dieser vorzeitigen Anstrengung und nach dieser erfolgreichen Erhaltung des Rücktrittes bei der vorzeitigen ehemaligen Premierminister diese Protestbewegung niedermachte, diese Aufforderungen gefordert und diese könnte nicht gedacht werden bei neuen Kabinetten. Ja, wie gewohnheitsmäßig, wie Gewohnheit. I don't need to think about it. It's really easy. Macron veröffentlichte einen Plan zu hätten, eben neu zu schaffen, diese Erde. Ganz einfach. Das meinte, die künstliche Geschäfte würde gehärtet bei Neuplan, geplant bei Macron zu hätten. Diese Künstlerinnen und Künstler gefährdet bei der Covid-Krise. Ganz einfach. We have observed one research of the epidemic. The regime opens up the details about the desegregation. Die jüngste internationale Berichte von französischer Perspektive, aus der französischen Perspektive, Brasil konfrontiert ökonomische Kollapse in 30 Tagen wegen der Ausgangssperrung. Ökonomischer Minister. Ganz einfach. No, I want to actually show you. Israelisches Parlament genehmigte und beauftragte Netanyahu ganze Koalitionen als ein regierungsfähige Kraft zu schaffen eine Regierung. Yeah, it's really easy. De Bürger den Koffertuch verboten. Das Koffertuch verboten. Die Weltgesundheitsorganisation wirklich bereut sich diese amerikanische Entscheidung aufzuhören, die finanzielle Unterstützung. You speak French? The ins and outs of the French language. Kim Jong-un is still alive and in good condition according to Seoul. It's really easy. The return to word as usual by French 24. Vladimir Putin with popularity massively lowered. Yeah, it's really true. Más bajo. Yeah, no, I can actually say that. La Vuelta al Mundo, Return to Word by French 24. Vladimir Putin con la popularidad más bajo. That means, with the popularity extremely low. Nigeria. Wieder veröffentlichte einige Geschäfte, aber findet Kunden nicht genug. Knapp. Ganz einfach. Eduard Philipp offentlich machte diese detaillierte Punkte der Lockerungen. Ganz einfach. Washington ist vorbereitet zu ziehen eine Bilanz, sehr schwerwiegend als bevor, noch nie bevor. Washington ist vorbereitet zu ziehen Bilanz, schwerste als noch nie oder wie nie vor. Mehr als 2300 Todesfälle in Frankreich. Und diese Übertragung der Krankheit unter der Patienten wirklich beschleunigte wahnsinnig. Yes, the virus could kill millions. Paris Knife Attack Witness, ein Zeugnis, spricht zu France 24.